quality index has been calculated as average of actual level of average of actual level of qualities of students by average of expected level of qualities of students. This comes to around 77.2. So based on the competencies of students, the employability is around 77.2%. This is based on the data which I have collected. This could again change accordingly, change from region to region, from business schools to business schools. The top 4 expected qualities of students by corporate is teamwork, oral communication, interpersonal skill, and problem solving. Do the corporate use CGPA for screening? Yes, 56% said they use CGPA for screening, while 44% have said no about using CGPA for screening. Gaps observed by corporate and business schools. This was a multiple choice question where they could use where they could select multiple options. Based on this, we can see that 58% is being given to inability to guide students for career options, whereas 50% is given to unable to develop commitment among students. So somewhere business schools have not been able to guide the students properly towards the career option and develop the commitment among students. There could be various reasons for this, because of which the business schools have been unable to do this. 46% have also said that lack of linkage of curriculum is there. So somewhere 46% of respondents felt that the curriculum is not linked accordingly with the corporate expectations. The top 4 qualities of students as suggested by teachers is time management, oral communication, teamwork, and problem solving. We can see that oral communication, teamwork, problem solving is as equivalent to what the corporate is also expecting. The top 4 qualities of students as suggested by students is teamwork, time management, oral communication, and planning. Now, it is important to understand as to how does a student select a particular management institution. From the data obtained, it shows that career opportunities and placement record has a lot of weightage over the selection of management institutions. A correlation was done for these factors, and it was found the faculty details. However, there is a significant relationship between career opportunities and placement record, career opportunities and brand, cost and brand. But then again, there is no significant relationship between placement record and location. So location and placement record do not play a major role. If outside also they get a better opportunity, they might go and join that business institution. Summary of expected qualities of corporate and teacher and students. This is their perception. We can see that creativity and innovation and teamwork, there is no significant difference. However, for all the other parameters, all the other competencies, there is a significant difference between the perception of corporate teachers and students. As far as perception about actual qualities of students of corporate and teachers is concerned, except for computer skills, there is no difference among other parameters. For the computer skills, teachers feels on a slightly higher side that the students have a better knowledge about computer skills. The fourth objective was regarding the pedagogy. In the first thing in pedagogy was to understand internship and project work. Most of the respondents suggested that the internship work in their colleges is around 2 months, whereas they recommended that this duration could be increased to a month. There could be a 3 to 4 months of internship and project work for the students. Coming to the pedagogy, If we look at this data, we can see that lecture method and assignments is the most frequently used method for teaching. All the other methods are also used, but not as frequently as these two methods are used. Again, coming to the effectiveness, we can see that group activity is considered as the most effective method among students learning. This has been responded by the teachers. It is used, but not that frequently. Again, the respondents feel that management seminars are most effective method for learning. However, this method is again not used that frequently. There could be various reasons for this. How do the teachers and students get to know about the skill requirement of corporate? A component matrix was developed. The first component is recruitment authorities, which comprises of college placement officers and recruiting organizations. The second component is social websites, which include social media sites and job portals. The third one is personal contact, which includes faculty members, classmates, and alumni. The job related factors in placement, if we look at it, we can see that students prefer salary as the most preferred factor while going for job placement. The qualities of this teachers which students look for in learning are, we can say that resource providers. Teachers should be resource providers. They should have clear objective about what session they are going to take, and their communication should be good. These are the three most important parameters, most important qualities which students feel teachers should have. There were open-ended questions given to corporate and teachers. A qualitative finding of uh, this has been given. The qualitative findings from corporate is that the student should be made more aware about the real business challenges through different exercises, proactiveness, positive out building, company exposure should be given to the students. These students should be dynamic and flexible. They should adapt and adjust with whatever situation there is. However, the situation is changing, they should adapt and adjust accordingly. Corporate also felt that in business schools, soft skills training as well as a training for developing inner skill excellence among the students should be provided. Corporate felt that temperament is the key, and positive attitude will always help them in having a better career option. Their decision-making capability should be developed. Competences and skills for each function should be identified. For marketing, HR, finance, IT, it should be identified. As in this case, the competencies are given in general. Maybe we could identify similar competencies for marketing, HR, finance, and IT. Make them aware about the cultural environment in Indian companies, especially which are family owned, because a lot of companies in India are family owned. How what kind of culture is present in these companies, the students should be made aware about that, so that they can work in that environment, in that culture. The qualitative findings from teachers suggest that the students should be engaged more into project-based learning. New technologies should be adopted. Comprehensive assessment should be expanded. Not just grades and marks should be there. There should be a more comprehensive assessment which could be based on different parameters, where these competencies could be assessed as to how well they have improved. These students should have good communication skill, leadership quality, ability to work and train. They should know how to work in groups. Group cohesiveness should be there. Students should be prepared for GK and reasoning. This could be with regards to the placement screening, which is done where they are screened on the basis of their general knowledge and reasoning. Students should take the responsibility to gather the information. If any assignment is provided to them or any work is assigned to them, they should take the responsibility and gather information regarding them. And that a research activity should be included in the course curriculum, where students in their management learning period itself get involved in the research activity. There should be counseling activities for students. Maybe this could be to understand the problems or challenges which the students face while learning. Students should be involved in live projects, learning for behavioral aspects in group and team. The hypothesis summary, three hypotheses have been accepted. Other than that, all the other objectives have hypotheses have been rejected. The managerial implication of this study is that there should be an effective number of teacher-students ratio. The data which was obtained, according to that, the number of students which a faculty member can effectively handle is 34. So if we go by this number, then there should be more number of faculty members so that they can effectively handle students, and the student quality can be improved. Creation of National Research Foundation. This has been according to the government guidelines, where they have suggested that a National Research Foundation should be created. This has been suggested because if we compare India with countries like United States, China, Korea, Israel, the investment in research done is low. If I talk about India, then the number of research per lakh of population in India is only 50. In fact, the data which I collected based on that, where I had asked the faculty members to tell the number of research works they are involved in, they said that they are involved, they mentioned that they are involved only in 3 research work. That is an average number. However, if I look at the mode number, that is the maximum number opted by respondents, it was 0. So a lot of faculty members are not involved in any kind of research work. The when we need to increase the number of faculty members, we also need to understand what really attracts people towards the profession of teaching. For this, I had asked them a question, and based on the finding, they suggested that the respect they get from students is what really attracts them towards the teaching profession, and they want to teach because they get respected by the students. Colleges and universities should focus on the faculty development program, where they should also tell make the faculty members aware about the modern day teaching practices. Students should be taught about effectively managing their time. We have seen that both teachers, corporates have perceived and said that students are unable to manage time. The course curriculum should be linked with the changing industry dynamics. As per the data collected, the course curriculum, the average duration of updating the course curriculum is around 1.6 years. Should this period be reduced? Should this period be increased? That is something which needs to be looked into. The social implication, industry academia connect is crucial. Only when there is an industry academia connect, the academia can inline themselves with the corporate expectations. Only then they can guide the students better. They can develop the required competencies, and whatever problems which have been highlighted by the corporate in this research, they can be addressed. However, yes, we need to look into the challenges with the industry academia connect. This has not been really explored in the research. This could again be a research topic as to what are the challenges in the industry academia connect. Students should be made proactive, and they should be encouraged to do volunteer work during the period of education in business schools. There was a data collected regarding volunteer work where corporate suggested that students who are involved in volunteer work, they are preferred more over the students who are not involved in any sort of volunteer work during their learning period. During the interaction with the corporate and faculty members, they pointed out that the human factor is missing among the current students. Now, the human factor is related to their self-awareness, their self-management, the social awareness, the relationship management, because they will be working in teams, they will be working with others, there will be ups and downs. The scenario will be changing unless and until they are not able to manage themselves, they are not able to manage relationships, the work will not be done effectively, they will not be able to work effectively. A culture of research should be developed in higher education institution. Already in one of the slides I've shown that teachers feel that students should be involved in life projects, and when a culture of research is developed, automatically students would also start thinking in that direction. The limitations of this study is that the data which has been collected is only limited to business schools of Jharkhand. This finding cannot be generalized to other parts of India. The actual level of quality of students may differ in different states. The gaps between expected and actual level will also vary. In this research, I have only considered the three vertices, that is corporate, teachers and students. Parents, alumni, administrative staff, non-teaching staff, operating managers have not been covered in this research. The research focuses only on the postgraduate management program or management and or business administration. This findings cannot be generalized to other degree programs which are being offered by universities and colleges. The data collected represents the present situation of quality of students. This might be different in the future. The data collected may not provide insights regarding domain-specific competencies and industry-specific competencies. The scope for future research, this research could be extended to other regions. The relationship between various variables could be examined. A comparative study could be conducted between business schools in semi-urban, rural, urban, metro regions. Highly ranked business schools, a study could be conducted for them to understand what kind of problems and challenges they are facing with regards to employability. Study for other degree programs and also could also be conducted. Insight from other stakeholders could also be taken. Further research could be done in the area of challenges faced in recruitment, training and development, induction in job, funding of institution, impact on various teaching practices. These are few areas in which further research can be done. Finally, I will conclude by summarizing that there is a difference in perception of actual and expected competencies of students according to corporate. There is a significant difference between corporate teachers, students regarding the competencies of teachers. There is no difference between the corporate and teachers regarding the actual qualities of students except for the computer skills. There are various challenges faced by faculty members because of which they are unable to address this problem related to employability of students with regard to and their competencies. Corporate universities, teaching staff and students all will have to work together for developing and improving the competencies of students. The teaching pedagogy which is adopted should be such that students learn to work effectively, work to learn in teams and deal with people. Around 141 journal articles, one thesis and 8 books have been found effective for this research. However, a lot more papers, articles, theses have been referred for the preparation of this thesis. These are 4 papers which have got published in various journals. Finally, I would like to extend my gratitude towards the following people. First and foremost, our Vice Chancellor, Sir Professor Oaz Rao, Dr. K.K. Nag, who was the former Vice Chancellor of Ranchi University, Dr. B.M. Singh, who was the former Registrar of ICFAI University, Jharkhand, Professor Arvind Kumar, who is the current Registrar of ICFAI University, Jharkhand, my research supervisor, Dr. Rupna Bhattacharya, my research co-supervisor, Dr. Vanshidhar, my family, which includes my parents and my husband, and also my extended family, which includes my in-laws, who have always motivated me and supported me throughout this research journey and encouraged me in the research work. I would also like to extend my gratitude towards the faculty members such as Dr. Sudipto Majumdar, Dr. Rajkumar, the former faculty member Dr. Sukanta Swain, who had helped me throughout during this research progress and have finally given me a conclusion to this research work. With this, I would like to end my thesis presentation. Thank you. Sir, you need to unmute yourself.
No, thank you so much, Richa, for your nice presentation. So now I request both the examiners, Dr. Hariram Mohanty and Dr. Ashish Bajpai. Dr. Hariram Mohanty, you would like to start? Yours is, I think, unmuted to start.
Mr. Bajpai sir should start.
Okay, sir. Dr. Bajpai, I think maybe you can start. I think yours is unmuted.
Mine?
Yours has to. Yeah, you have to unmute.
I've done it.
Yeah, Dr. Bajpai. Yeah, I think Dr. Mohanty, you start. We will send a message.
Okay. So, thank you very much for the nice presentation. My compliments to Richa. Now, again, I go back to my first question about employability index. You have done I should say, am I audible to all of you?
Yes,
yeah, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
I'll say this is a concept which you have compared to cost index, etc. But then this appears to be slightly different. And can you think of extending it to micro level so that employability index with respect to some institution or even up to a group of students can be thought of? This is something which always I was actively thinking if this can be a measure for these schools as well as the for corporate to handle in a better way. So this is a question which I think you have partly answered, but still I think it can be thought in terms of bringing it to micro level or making it useful for the three vertices you have referred to. Second is, I come to that. Second is that CGPA has been a controversial thing, and in fact, in your observation also, CGPA has not been given so much of importance. Hardly 40% or 50% people who look at it. There was a running joke that the salary is inversely related to CGPA. In case of business school students, I think, are you going to justify this? Third, why CGPA is not relevant for corporates to look at while recruiting students from these schools? Anyway, please answer, then I have one or two more later. Can you go ahead?
Sir, actually, CGPA is only related to the academic performance of the students, whereas when the corporate comes for recruitment, they are looking at the holistic development of the students. The CGPA they consider as only for the screening purpose. It only provides that yes, academically they have excelled, but it does not provide an insight that whether they are good at teamwork, whether they are good at communication. This they get to know when they interview them, they question them, and they recruit them. So yes, that is why maybe CGPA 44% have not really taken into consideration.
Are we to conclude that these schools give CGPA only to give gold medal, etc., or what?
Sir, no, sir. Actually, one of the points which the teachers have also suggested that a comprehensive assessment should be there. We should not only look at the academic performance. We should also look at the holistic development of the students. Maybe then they could get a better picture. Then maybe the CGPA could become much more useful than what it is currently.
And I think you taught soft skill somewhere I found from the record. So do you not suggest that a soft skill I mean, a lot of importance should be given to soft skill development, including experiential learning, behavioral science, etc. in these schools, more
Yes.
compared to the academics for this book learning or lecture system, etc. Do you agree?
Yes, sir, I agree with that. And for that, faculty members need to be developed accordingly. Now, see, in this pandemic, already the learning platform has changed from classroom mode to the online mode. So already teachers are being trained how to take classes online. So similarly, teachers need to be trained about various teaching methodologies. For instance, I had gone and presented a paper in one of the seminars and conferences where I had given an insight into various teaching practices. There, a lot of people were not aware about the various teaching practices, and they got back to me and they asked me about the various teaching practices. Again, if I talk about the case study methods, there has always been this concern that the number of cases which India produces is lower as compared to whatever is produced world across. So until and unless we do not have enough cases, how can we tell students as to what is the real business scenario? So unless we do not develop it, we cannot provide the right information to the students.
And one finding 2019, you said this recruitment was very low. So
No,
something-
sir. That data is only until the mid June. What data I could get is only till the middle of the year. Maybe
So it's
if,
not
yeah,
comparable to. Okay, okay. I
if,
get
if we,
And then the third one, how frequent you expect? You have said that syllabus should be revised according to the needs of the industry and all that. And some years have been
yes,
found
sir.
out. But what is your opinion about that? Should it be?
Sir, I think every year there should be a revision into the academic curriculum and the corporate expectations, because the world is changing not in a year, but within 6 months you see something new happening around. So I think within a year there should be changes in the academic curriculum.
In competency finding, etc., you have always thought of employability and employability. What about entrepreneurship? What about self-employment, etc., through business schools?
Yes, sir, that could be another area which could be researched.
Okay then. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohanty. Dr. Bajpai,
Yeah.
how do we reach him? I sent a message, but yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm giving you a message, sir.
Good. Yeah.
I think I can.
Okay. So, Dr. Bajpai, it is your turn, sir, now.
Good morning,
Sir,
sir.
I'm audible?
Yeah. Now you are audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible. Sir, again, you are not audible.
I think
Sir, your voice is clear.
आपका फोन को unmute करना है, sir, Bajpai ji. I think there seems to be some problem that yeah. So unmute करके रहना है अब तो.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, now.
Yes, sir, now you are.
Oh yeah, I think बीच में चलना है. Yeah.
Sir, am I audible?
Oh, sir, your voice is breaking. You are getting disconnected on the voice.
Sir, audio कैसे? I think Amar or somebody must help Dr. Bajpai. Amar ji तो है. Amar को बुलाइए. Let him tell him, how is he taking audio? Audio is he taking through?
Sir, are you connected through mobile or through
Yeah, that's what. No, because
laptop?
he is unable to listen to that. Is he connected through?
He left. He will again join, I believe.
Yeah. ठीक है.
Sir, there will be a unmute button at the bottom if you see. Now you are unmuted. Yes.
Yeah. अभी तो ठीक है sir.
Then I had already unmuted. Long back.
Yeah.
Technology and their challenges.
So Richard, now am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now you are audible, sir. Now you are audible.
Okay. So you are joining us from Mumbai, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, I really wish a very healthy and a safe stay at Mumbai,
Thank you, sir.
and the Almighty keeps you and the family, all your near and dear ones, safe. And it's a very nice gesture on part of the Vice Chancellor Professor Rao to have created this platform for us to meet virtually. Yes, you need to be commended for that. You need to be commended for that. Yes. Richa, your work is a nice work. It's a good
Thank
work.
you, sir.
Now, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
I'll be asking many questions.
Sure, sir. Go ahead.
My simple question first starts with, if you ask the teaching fraternity, because we are teachers, so we can easily talk to the teaching fraternity. So if you ask the teaching fraternity, in general, what opinion would you be holding? What would be their perception as regards this match between the expectations of the corporate on one hand and the quality of the students on the other hand? Are you able to follow my question?
Yes, sir.
आप अगर टीचर से पूछिएगा इन जनरल कि कॉर्पोरेट्स क्या एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं और स्टूडेंट्स क्या डिलीवर करते हैं, so what would be the reply you would be getting?
Sir, they will say that somewhere students are at a lower side as compared to what the corporate expects.
That means there is a mismatch.
There is a mismatch. In fact, sir, that was suggested in the findings also, that there is a mismatch.
So if there is a mismatch, it's a well-known problem.
Yes, sir.
So then how have you control?
So first and foremost, I feel that the academia needs to be made aware of what really the corporate expects. I have tried to give them some set of competencies where they can work upon and try to develop those set of competencies. But again, that is not an exclusive list. There could be many more other factors, domain-specific parameters could come across, which maybe the business schools could figure out and develop those which could actually help them match the quality of students with the corporate expectations.
Don't you feel that saying so that the business schools they need to reshape themselves to suit the requirements of the corporates?
Possibly.
Right? This is what you want to convey.
Yes, sir. Possibly.
But can it not be the case that the corporates themselves are at fault?
That will be difficult to say, sir.
Because corporates, they demand anything. So that cannot be a commandment for the B schools to follow that. I don't disagree with what you are saying.
Mm.
I agree with you.
Mm.
They are the job providers. The B schools, the students of the B schools are the job seekers. So naturally. But what I wish to point out is, if there is a mismatch, of course, the quality of the students has to be blamed.
Mm.
But why this one-sided blame? Can't it be the other-sided,
So possibly, and this could only be addressed
which has to be blamed also?
this could be addressed if there is an interaction. Like I pointed out, in 2017, there was a HR summit done by Jharkhand government, where they invited people from industry as well as academia. Then there was a brainstorming session, both the industry and the academia. They came together, they discussed, they brainstormed, and a middle path was developed. Similarly, more such, programs could be organized with a middle path where corporate understands how the business schools are working, and the business school understands the corporate expectations and accordingly work towards it.
Okay, so that was how to make a match.
Yes, sir.
How to make a match. Now, what I see in your literature review, you have skipped competency mapping, employability, and you have focused more on the higher education and its quality.
Yes, sir.
So why is it that you could not review literature on the competency and employability?
Sir, actually, there was not much literature which I could get with respect to.
नहीं बेटा, literature तो employability और competency के ऊपर बहुत सारा है.
Sir, whatever literature I got, they focused only on one factor or the other factor with regards to the competency.
See, that cannot be the excuse. That cannot be the excuse. That cannot be excused, because the area what you have chosen is about employability.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go, are you carrying your research work with you at the moment?
Yes, yes, sir.
तो आप अपने लिटरेचर रिव्यू वाले जो आपने you have drawn a table. You have drawn
Yes, sir.
a table for that. In the I'll give you the page number. You say.
Yes, sir.
So it is in the 50s, I suppose. In the 50s, it is 34 onwards.
Yes, sir.
34 to 44. Right? So 11 pages are there.
Yes, sir.
In the 11 pages, I could not find any literature concerned with employability and competency mapping. This is very surprising, beta. This is very surprising. You may have made a reference, you may have made a study about it. I
Yes,
don't
sir.
deny.
Yes, sir.
But any article from this angle is missing completely. ऐसा क्यों है? कोई बात नहीं. Let us move on to other question.
Yes, sir.
You have said, hope I am not troubling you much.
No, sir.
Sir,
The
it's
other
your-
question is,
it's your job to trouble like this thing, scholars, sir. So that
definitely, if I have to mentor, I'll have to do that. Okay, Richa. See, you have mentioned in your work that it is an exploratory study. At
Yes, sir.
some point, you have mentioned it is a descriptive cum exploratory study.
Yes, sir.
So what it is actually?
Sir, I have tried to explore the research problems and tried to find answers through data collection and analysis method.
You would be attaining your doctoral degree if everything goes fine and well. I would try to understand from you,
Yes, sir.
does not don't you feel that all the research work involves an exploration?
Yes, sir. Most of the research works which are done are exploratory in nature. Most of the research work, I would say. Because some are experimental also, some are observational also. But this is more exploratory.
So when you make an experiment, when you make an observation, are you not exploring?
Yes, possibly we are exploring.
So that means all the research work is exploratory?
Yes, sir.
So exploratory research work is, that means it is mandatory for all the research work. Is it so?
I cannot comment on that, sir.
You should comment. You should comment.
Sir,
Because
if
you
we
have,
are, sir, if we are seeking an answer and trying to find an answer, yes, we need to explore. And unless and until we will not explore, how we will actually find the answer for the
okay, that
problem?
is what I was saying. That is what I
Yes.
was saying, that means every research work is an exploratory research work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every research work is
Is
an
it so?
Yes, sir.
No, it is not so.
Okay, sir.
Some things are already known to us.
Yes,
Some
sir.
things are already known to us.
Hmm.
So we need to describe those things. But when you do not know anything about it,
Hmm.
that becomes an exploratory research work.
Hmm.
In the present problem, you had been doing all these things, all these aspects.
Hmm.
So that does not become an exploratory research work. It becomes a descriptive research work.
Okay.
Exploration is simply when you do not have any idea, any inkling about the subject area on which you are going to make a study.
Hmm.
So that becomes an exploratory research work,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Now, if you go to the questionnaire,
Yes, sir.
it is given on page number 197 of your research work.
Yes, sir.
Were you sincere in developing the questionnaire?
Yes, sir.
That would be the obvious answer, of course. But now let me ask you a question. Creativity and innovation. Do you
Yes, sir.
find a difference between these two things? Or are they the same? Creativity and innovation. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes, sir.
You have used one item in your question number 7,
Yes,
page
sir.
197,
Yes, sir.
and that is it says creativity and innovation.
Yes, sir.
So creativity and innovation, are these two words being used synonymously?
No, sir. They are not same. But yes, when I derived these 12 parameters, I also brainstormed with the faculty members, corporates, and not really students. They suggested how to club it and how to come across this, and that is
So
how this.
I would like to ask you, what is the difference between creativity and innovation? Because you are the researcher and
Yes,
you
sir.
should be clear about this.
Yes, sir. Sir, if we talk about creativity, then it is about how well one can address a problem in in a creative way, in a different way. Whereas innovation is you are bringing something new to the table, where you are actually changing the setup altogether. That is innovation.
So creativity and innovation they are difficult things to differentiate, I suppose. Don't you feel so?
To an extent, yes, they are difficult to differentiate, but yes, there is a difference.
Creativity is a trait.
Hmm.
Creativity is a trait. And innovation is the result.
Yes, we could say that.
So, why have you used these words so casually in your instrument? You should be very clear about it. The other thing, if I ask you teamwork on the same in the same table, teamwork and interpersonal skills,
Yes, sir.
how do you differentiate between these two?
So interpersonal skills is the relationship with other team members, which could be with the managers, with the peer group, with other people. Whereas teamwork is only with the people you're working within the team, and there could be people who are working in different domains, different direction, but they are a part of the same team. So at some point of time, there should be a relationship with even with them, so that they understand that okay.
So
This
don't you feel interpersonal skills they get meshed up with the teamwork?
yes, sir, they match up with that teamwork, but teamwork might not be necessary that with everyone in the team you are working. With only specific people you are working in the team.
See, interpersonal skills, they are the traits.
Mhm.
They are the traits.
Mhm.
And teamwork is a result.
Possibly.
अगर हमारे में वो ट्रेट होगा तो हम टीम वर्क ज्यादा बेहतर कर पाएंगे. Because I get along with people easily. I have that interpersonal skill. So I might be able to better perform in a team. What I wish to convey is you should avoid keeping so close items that mingle with each other. That distorts the clarity of your questionnaire. That distorts the clarity of your questionnaire. And in every question, I suppose, there is one last thing. Others, please specify.
Yes, sir. Because sir, this was not an exclusive list, so I was looking
सही
for.
बात है. मैं पूछना ये चाहता हूँ कि could you get an answer to this question?
Yes, sir. To a lot of these, they had mentioned others, and that I have tried to summarize as the qualitative findings by the COP.
That I was watching. That I was watching.
Like if I talk about the quality of students, which was the first question, and others, many people had suggested emotional question, which is like human factor. So somewhere in the scales or in the competencies, they are also looking at the emotional question. Similarly, for the other questions also, they have suggested some parameters.
Your work is a good work. Your work is a good work. And why have you chosen Jharkhand?
Sir, because at that moment I was in Ranchi. Only last year after my marriage, I have shifted to Mumbai. So working in Ranchi, it was easy.
The convenience was the criteria.
You can say convenience was a criteria. Although few business schools outside Ranchi had sent a questionnaire through courier, but still the business schools which were in Ranchi, it was easy to meet them, interact with them, get an idea.
So there is no crime if convenience is chosen as a criteria. There is no crime. But the thing is, we should be more concerned with the area of study we have chosen. That should decide the location. Of course, Jharkhand is not bad. It is as good as any other state. So what is the harm you have chosen? Now the other thing what I wished to ask was, you are considering the graduates that
Postgraduate
is,
students.
who are getting placed,
Yes, sir.
and you have asked the corporates,
Yes, sir.
right? So was this for the entry level?
No, sir. It was for the final year students, sir. I also mentioned
No,
during
no. In case of the corporates.
in case of the corporate, it was at the entry level.
Okay. Now tell me one more thing. You did not distinguish between the corporates.
Yes, sir.
That becomes a limitation of your study also. You have spoken about it. So you did not distinguish between the corporates.
Yes, sir.
So do you feel making a generalized comment for all the corporates taken together would be the right thing?
Sir, this research could be further, expanded, where we could look at industry-specific, domain-specific, and try to.
Even you could have reduced your research work and focused on a particular industrial domain. That could also have been done.
Yes, sir. That could have been done. That could have been done.
मेरे ख्याल से that would have been more contributing. And my last question, you have not given suggestions. Why? If it is a problem solving study, so where are the suggestions?
Sir, in the implications, I have tried to cover the suggestions.
Implications are different things that I could gather. You have not mentioned the word suggestions. You have covered the things under implication that I could gather. I have studied. But don't you feel this work should have carried the chapter on suggestions also? That is my humble advice from my side. Anyway, lot many congratulations to you. With the permission of the chair of Vice Chancellor, sir, can I congratulate her?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In fact, ultimately it is both of you. Both the examiners, you are the people to decide.
Professor Mohanty would be there to lead the.
In fact, I'm also very much impressed by your question, being deep, so exploratory yourself. So I must thank you.
I'm quite young. मैं आपसे बहुत छोटा हूँ. मैं आपसे बहुत छोटा हूँ.
2000 में हम बीएससी में थे.
आप आइए सर, प्लीज आइए. I would love that.
Chotelal ji was professor. He was the head
अच्छा
of-
जी.
I was
Yes. अच्छा.
Thank you.
So Richa, congratulations to you
Thank you, sir.
for braving this session, and that too in the time of pandemic, and that too in Mumbai.
Today, Mumbai, the capital, pandemic capital of India today. So good, Satya. Thank you very much.
Not many congratulations from my side, beta.
So
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Mohanty and Dr. Bajpai, both of you, thank you very much. So now that the formal evaluation is over, so now it's up to the other participants to ask questions. Dr. Kishore, you are there? So,
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
various questions from your side.
Richa, it was a very nice presentation. I
you,
hope
sir.
you are doing well in Mumbai.
Yes, sir.
How is the situation there?
Sir, situation is still the same as it was before the lockdown. Still, everything is locked down. All the markets have started opening, but not that much. In fact, my husband is still working from home.
Okay. Take very good care of yourself and your family. One small question from my side.
Yes, sir.
Somewhere you said, I heard that, if I heard wrongly, then please correct me, that generalization of this study is relevant only for this area, Jharkhand or Ranchi. It cannot be generalized for everywhere. Why do you
Yes,
say
sir.
so?
Sir, because possibly if we look into other states, maybe the competency parameters which corporate feel about those the business schools in those states could be different. That is why I said that it cannot be generalized. However, there could be a situation that they could give us similar feedback for the business schools in other states. Like if I do a study for Maharashtra, the students enrolled here in the business schools, the corporate response could be different to that. That is why I said it cannot be generalized.
I think when we take up competency or employability, I mean, these concepts and the role of education in enhancing the competency and keeping the in meeting the requirements of industry, then I think whatever we find out at one place, irrespective of whatever be the specificity of that place, I think it can be generalized worldwide if we follow it so closely, the concept itself. So you can rethink over the issue, and you can also find out indirectly whether whatever you have found, I mean, does it not suit to other cities or other states? Maybe it is applicable everywhere. So if it is so, if you find out, then don't restrict your findings only to Ranchi or Jharkhand. I mean, that will demean your study, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is only from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you, Dr. Kishore. Any other comments from any of the other participants? So, Dr. Vanshidhar, do you want to ask any questions or make any comments, sir? As a co-supervisor, is he there?
Yes, sir, he is there.
Because you are also entitled to ask questions, sir. Both the supervisor and co-supervisor also can ask questions.
What is learning from this program? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. Yes, Dr. Vanshidhar. Yes, sir.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are able to hear you. So, आप भी आपका अनम्यूट करना आपका.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are able to hear you, sir. Yeah.
Richa, what did you learn from this study?
So what I learned from the study is that this is just a beginning. There is a lot more things which maybe in the future, because this is just a journey which I have begun in my research work. This doctorate program is just a journey which I have begun. I will be looking into the various other aspects which, these fellow members have suggested. Maybe explore more about the employability, look more into the employability, competency, and the challenges. Why there is a mismatch, try to understand that, how this mismatch can be addressed. Still a long way to go, I will say. As for this study is concerned, what I realized is that the teachers, students, and the corporate do have an understanding that yes, there is a mismatch in the perception of the corporate expectations, but why they are not able to do it is something which needs to be explored.
Yeah. Dr. Rumna, you want to ask any questions?
Sir, first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Ashish Bajpayee and Dr. Hariram Mohanty for their cooperations and suggestions. And sir, also you and Dr. Vamshidhar. And thank you, Richa, very much for your nice presentation. Only I would like to tell you that you have to work on the more on employability. I know you had started your journey from comparing Bangalore and Ranchi. Then we had to come back to Ranchi, which Ashish sir had already asked. So now, as you are in Mumbai, you can explore more that. And thank you very much. Sometimes at late night also I disturb you for your preparation.
No, ma'am, I did.
Yeah. No, yeah. So, any more questions before, at the Vice Chancellor, I also can ask some questions, but I want to ask it in the end. So, anybody, because this is a topic, it's a very easy topic to ask questions for anybody.
Yes, sir. I don't have a question, but I have got one observation from the presentation she has made. The observation is that we are, especially for the programs, we are taking so much care to impart knowledge. But looking from the slides she has presented, I observed that the knowledge and skill, knowledge is coming at the 4th and 5th places, but the skills are coming at 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. So we have to reorient probably to impart more skill than more of knowledge, because corporates might be thinking that they can train their graduate engineers or junior students to impart knowledge how to do, but probably they expect more of skills from business schools. Is that right, Dr. Richa?
No, she is not a Dr. Richa. She is still, she is Mrs. Richa Rituka right now.
Okay.
Because even though you are a registrar, still you are not authorized to give the degree to her. Still you are not yet, because still some more time to go for that. Because you have to go through so many processes to make it happen. Yeah. So good, good. So in fact, Professor Anand Kumar has got a point, no doubt.
Yes, sir. As sir has asked, I will say, yes, sir, knowledge is definitely important. But along with knowledge, we need to also look into developing the skills. Because at the end of the day, they have to have those skills with which they can work in the industry, whichever industry they are going into.
So good. So now, I request Dr. Hariharan. Hariharan has got two roles. One role is, he's our professor, adjunct professor, and he's also on our research board. So I think Dr. Hariharan, my request is, I think, as a research board member, you are entitled and you should ask some question. Because I do understand, the personal relationships are different, but, the, what you call the professional relationship wise, maybe you can ask some questions. And it should not be an embarrassment, isn't it? Risha, it's not an embarrassment, isn't it?
No, sir.
The question is coming to you from, a renowned professor of management. And he's also from the kind of the IUJ. He's representing IUJ. So not your family. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. I think my first professional part, of course, I have been interacting with her on different aspects of research and this thing. And I was trying to look into the progress, how the progress she is making. And we have been interacting a lot, discussing a lot with all the faculty members. We have been going these things to faculty members and trying to explore the thing. And rightly, Professor Bajpayee also mentioned about this thing that what you know is not the expression, but what you do not know is the expression. So whenever she used to go and discuss, then I was to find out what did you find after the discussion. It was kya nikla, kya naya chila hai. So I think that the process to be followed over there. And of course, the faculty members and the guide, they help a lot. And finally, I think we see sir looking very critically, even at the last stage of the thesis. I think that helped a lot to yes, certainly there are certain shortcomings that need to be looked into. Sometimes it gets overlooked also. But it's there. Normally, I will ask one question from Richa. Uh, Suppose if this study is to be shared somewhere, so which part she would like to share with others?
I would like to share it across with everyone who is related to management studies. Maybe the findings, I say that it is limited to the business schools in Jharkhand, but definitely as Satyendra sir has suggested, this could definitely be expanded to other parts of the country also, and we could share the insights in other parts of the country also, along with the business schools in Jharkhand.
Good,
And
sir.
other part on personal front, I was holding my breath, sir.
I do understand the compulsions
So you
and
can understand why
challenges,
it is
challenges
so.
involved into that. Sir, in fact, your wife also is joining us today.
Yes, she is there.
Being at home, we have
In
got
fact,
both
she was there in
privileges.
between.
Yeah.
In between, she was there. So
I see.
I just see she was here
problem.
only.
No, in the end, we can have her because, when once, before
Yes,
we
yes, sir.
close
She
this
is also.
session, we would like, to see her also on this. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, she is also there. She will come in front of this thing.
No, I think before she comes in, you should ask the question. Otherwise, all of us will have a problem, including you, including you.
Sir, she is there.
Okay, namaskar, madam. Namaskar. Yeah.
She is there, sir.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Namaskar.
So in that case, Dr. Hariharan, should we move on, or you want to ask any other questions?
No, it's over, sir, from my side.
Yeah. So in case there are no more into that, because considering that it is reaching 1 o'clock, so it's a very good work, Richa. I've been seeing this work from the beginning, and of course some of the comments that came today, maybe they came in between also, but for various reasons, maybe I think you have to scale down the scope. I do remember that time it was supposed to be a comparative study. From the comparative study, you made it into the one state, and but at the same time, like at one point you mentioned that the employability index for our own state of Jharkhand, for the going by the 10 business schools, is a 77.2%.
Yes, sir.
And we are really elated. And all of us, all the Jharkhandis, even though I'm sitting in Hyderabad, we are all elated, and thank you so much for giving us, such a nice index. 77.2% is, more or less it's a distinction. In some universities, more than 70%, 75% is a distinction. So the Jharkhand has received a distinction from you as a research scholar with regard to the employability of our, the business schools. But the next question is, after having given us the distinction, we find that, employment is a problem. If I go by the distinction that you have given to us, why is it that, so many of the kind of MBA graduates, they are not employed and they haven't got good jobs? And listen to my question. And, I do understand sometimes, we would like to ask a question immediately, answer the question saying that, yes, Jharkhandis are bad because of this, because of that, because of that. Leave aside those things. My question to you is, if the employability is 77.2%, which is a very high score by any standard, why there is a problem with regard to the employment of our MBA graduates in Jharkhand? That is number one. Number two is, like Dr. Ashish Bajpai has raised a very pertinent question. He said, like you are saying, employers or the recruiters, The recruiters, they come from, recruiters you can't use as one word. The recruiters, they come from, several dimensions are there. They are small, medium size, big.
Yes,
They
sir.
come from different sectors. And also the recruiters, also they come for different, job profiles. So that being the case, if you put all of them in one basket, and then in that case and say that, the employability is high, or, these are the competency skills, maybe like you are doing too much of a generalization. Because of course, this point I raised, in between your PhD journey itself. Because you are putting, you are asking a question, are Indians employable? Like that kind of a question, Maybe the 130 crore population, it has got old people like me. I will not be employable at all. If IUJ says, you are doing no good job, get out. I will not get a job. I'm not employable because of whatever reason. And similarly, there could be people, in the age group of, 15, sort of 20, or maybe they have not done anything. Maybe they are not employable. So this being the case, I think, maybe it's too much of a generalization. I understand your compulsions because of personal problems and marriage. Because of that, you could not do the comparison between Bangalore and Jharkhand. Having done this study in Jharkhand, you are saying that you have covered 10 business schools, and you are also saying that the 10 business schools are there in Ranchi and other locations. Have you done a comparison among the business schools in Jharkhand? For some reason, I don't know whether there's a confidentiality reason, whatever it is, I really don't know. These 10 business schools, which are those business schools? If you have included like a IIM, and if you are including, let's say XLRI, then in that case, I'm a lot more worried because, then whatever statement you said earlier, saying that you can't generalize, that may be valid. Because maybe you are taking something like possibly you are taking 100% in some of the business schools, and you are taking 10% or 5% somewhere else, and when you average all of them, naturally it becomes a 77%. If you have taken let's say all the top business schools in Jharkhand, and if they constitute, let's say 50% or 60%, then no doubt it becomes say 77%. And are we included in that?
No, sir, I am not.
Or you decided, you said, IUJ no good, these students are not employable because of that, let's not take IUJ. Is that the reason? No, I want to know. I'm not asking you why you're not included, but what I want to know is, what is the profile of the 10 business schools? Are they big? Are they small? Are they old? Are they new? And where are they sort of, where are they located? Location also plays a role in certain ways. I do agree. For premier business schools, that doesn't matter. But for some of the new business schools, it does matter because they don't have access to the industry interface at all. Industry will not come. So I think this is something, it is baffling me. Like, in fact, I got distinction, but I'm not getting a job. And the distinction I got is not in terms of the academics. The distinction I got is, from a great researcher like Richard Ritvika, who is going to become a PhD in a few kind of, little while. And she has given a distinction on the basis of my competencies. It's not CGPA, isn't it? The employability index is not a CGPA. It is my competence, index. My competency is excellent. Then what is the gap? Now over to you. Can comment anything on that.
Sir, this employability index formula could be, further modified. Like we could take average of competencies into the number of students which have been placed for that particular period by the competency.
Risha, in fact, let me repeat my question in very simple sense. Yeah. The question I'm asking you is, after doing a study for maybe, 3 years or 4 years, we haven't seen your complete journey time into that. And after spending 3 to 4 years, after so much of a due diligence, and you have looked at the competencies, and all the competencies, you are able to put them into one index, just like a price index. this competency index that you have given is, what I have got for the Jharkhand state for the 10 business schools is 77.2%.
Yes, sir.
If such is the case, like if my competency is so high, but why it is not getting reflected into a reality? See, competency index is, it's not reality, isn't it? It is a measure that you have given as a researcher.
Yes, sir. It is a measure.
5% is a reality, isn't it? Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
A price index is an index. My price, whatever I pay for my vegetables is a reality, isn't it? If my consumer price index, if it does not reflect my reality in terms of what are the prices I'm paying, something is wrong. Either something is wrong with the index or something wrong with the prices. Maybe I have gone to a wrong place to buy my vegetables. Isn't it? Maybe you're right. CPI is right, but I have gone to a wrong place to buy my vegetables, where the vegetables are not grown and they are transported, 500 kilometers. Yeah, now over to you.
Sir,
I'm not asking you on how you can apply the index. Right now, I'm asking you, like, in fact, number one, is there a gap somewhere? And have you validated your index? I'll go to the second question to help you to answer the question. Because when once anybody, Government of India talks of a CPI, what are they? Retail, wholesale, whatever they're doing to that. After that, before I say this is index, somebody has to validate, isn't it? Taking your index of 77.2%, I'm sure that for every one of the 10 business schools you have arrived at the index. And then, could you compare and see, like in fact, really what has happened?
Yes, sir. I will.
If you have got for a particular business school out of this, let's say a 95, maybe parallelly for this business school, like in fact, what is their employment? Or some other business school is there, your competence index or the employment index is only something like, 0.2, but they got all the jobs. I'm telling you two extreme cases. So if such is the case, have you done that kind of a correlation? Because you got all the data with you, isn't it? The 10 business schools, it's not hundreds and thousands, only 10 business schools. They are all across the Jharkhand. So did you sort of what is the kind of a validation you have done? How are you sure that your index is right and it is validated with some reality?
Sir, if say 70% of the students are getting placed in Jharkhand, then in this 70% students, 77.2% is the competency level at which they are being getting selected. So, rest of the 20 to 23% which are left out, they are not somewhere meeting the competency. This is only for those who have been selected during the placement program. Unfortunately, I have not considered those who have not got placed.
No, okay. I think Risha, I think maybe for some reason, I think my question and my query was something. I'm not referring to the balance, a 22.8%. I'm referring to the 77.2% of the people that you are saying that they have got a competency. If they have got a competency, they should get a job. I'm not questioning, I'm not asking you they should get a job of 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs. At least they should get a good job, isn't it? So anyway, I think, please understand, like, some of these measures like indices, they are all easy to talk about. But as a researcher, you need to understand, like, what is the significance of an index, particularly when you have correlated or, compared with the price index. Sort of this kind of indices, a researcher must take them more seriously than, than otherwise. I can't simply divide some index. I can take one numerator and I can take a denominator. I can always get a ratio in mathematics, isn't it? But then I have to be careful to see, what is the numerator, what is the denominator? Are both of them validated? Are they correlated with the realities? And are they correlated with whatever factors that I'm talking of? Then only I should say that I'll divide and say this is what it means. If I don't do that, quickly somebody will say that, yes, they will come and tell you your index is wrong. As a researcher, how do you defend? Out of these 10 business schools, still you haven't answered me which are the business schools.
Sir,
As a researcher, let me tell you, because somewhere, if you are covered by confidentiality clause, it is different. But there is something like you have to give a profile of, the sample. Profile of the sample means, what are the, if you can't give the name, you can say, this is the business school, this is where somebody is located, and how old is that, and how many students are there into that. That is a way of profiling, isn't it?
yes, sir.
Only then I'll be able to correlate and say that what. See, supposing you take a business school that started only in 2018 or 2019, not a single batch has passed out in 2019 when they joined. Then talking of a employability index is it's a lot more hypothetical, isn't it? Because you are not in a position to compare the reality. Nothing wrong in devising index. But whereas if it is a batch that has passed out, let's say maybe 1 year back, 2 years back, then at least you got some facts. And if more batches have passed out, then you got more data to compare it to that. Because any validation of the models and this kind of a thing, it calls for a lot more data to validate a model, to validate a kind of index into that, So that's where, if you have done it, if you have got some details, tell us. Otherwise, now that both the examiners have congratulated you, even as the Vice Chancellor, I can't stop you at all.
No, sir.
I can't stop you, but please understand, sort of, PhD is a degree. But, just as you are talking of a competence, sort of whether I am a PhD or not, if I got a competence, that competence is respected a lot more. While PhD is one way of measuring, there are so many other ways of measuring. Sort of, there are so many people, they are not PhDs, but they are good researchers. For whatever reason, they have not done it into that. So that's why. Yeah. So if you want to comment, please comment. If you are feeling uncomfortable, already 2 hours have taken place. It's all right. So we can sort of, you can reply to me by email, because that will not be, we are not giving marks for that for the purposes of your PhD. So that being the case, still you can mull over and you can set a appropriate reply. And that will help us being a business school. We also got a business school. We want to improve certain things. We want to know what are the things to work on. That's what.
Sir, as you have mentioned, MBA institutions like IIMs and XLRI have not been considered because the process they follow for the selection of students is different. They have their own exam like CAT or XAT, whereas the other business schools, they might take the scores of these CAT and XAT programs, but they do not have a separate exam, and also the level of difficulty of these exams are different. So I have not considered them. The business schools which I have considered are at a medium level, you can say that. And yes, they have been present in Jharkhand for at least 10 years.
So that way, I am getting an impression that, your sample is biased. Because as such, if you have excluded, some business schools, from the purview, then if such is the case, I think, maybe the scope of your research, what you have done, is, it doesn't cover the premier business schools or the business schools who go through a selection process where there is an admission test. So that being the case, I think, the generalization will be further, limited. That means that, they can't, something like a BHU cannot take your kind of a study because, it doesn't apply to BHU. It doesn't apply to XLRI. It doesn't apply to IBS. So it applies to some select, some narrow band of business schools who are more than 10 years old or 15 years old or 20 years, but still sort of they take admissions without a test. Am I right in understanding that?
Possibly, yes, sir.
Don't say possibly. Then in that case, there is a further limitation. So because
Yes,
a researcher, when you do the sampling should be, as far as possible. That is when, in fact, I will not ask you more questions and embarrass you. I'm not asking you what is the sampling method that you followed. So now in that case, I think, it seems to be stratified. It seems to be stratified in a very narrow way and with a bias. So then in that case, I think that becomes one more limitation, isn't it? If you have gone only to specific business schools who are willing to give the data, and then in that case, that is just like we talk about bias market and a seller's market, it is a different kind of a business school. They are willing to give the data. What is the size of the business school in terms of the number of students that you covered this 10?
Sir, on an average, there were around 20 to 22, maximum 30 students who have been.
Okay, I think I'm through with that. So, no, thank you so much. It's a sort of a great job done with the limited resources and limited this thing. But my only kind of, one place where, I was not happy when you have given a lot of acknowledgements, starting with Vice Chancellor to all the people, So one name that you missed out, and this person has contributed immensely to your PhD journey. And this person played the role of a co-supervisor for you. Even though I have not mentioned, he's a co-supervisor. Who is that person? He has been helping you until yesterday. Until last night, has been helping you. This gentleman, even though he is not designated as a co-supervisor, and he has been helping you every stage.
My father.
What is his name?
Dr. Hariharan.
Please acknowledge that. Please acknowledge that in public. And in fact, as a matter of fact, in lighter moments, I have congratulated him in advance, saying that, sir, Dr. Hariharan, sort of the credit goes to you to get one more PhD, I told him. So, of course, it doesn't mean to say that, the credit doesn't come to you, all the credit comes to you. But at the same time, please sort of acknowledge the efforts that come. Sort of, घर की मुर्गी ऐसा नहीं होना है, isn't it? What happens is, it's just available at the beck and call. I think we should not underestimate, the value of that. So I think, sort of, please acknowledge, thank him. I have thanked him on your behalf. Let me tell you, I have thanked him on behalf of the university, being your co-supervisor. Even though not designated, but even though as a daughter, I think that relationship is different. Your daughter also cannot take things for granted, but a father so caring, so much this thing into that. He was so keen that you should come out with a good PhD thesis. I think please thank him in public. Personally, you can thank him later into that. Thank both of your parents. They have helped a lot in this, because I have seen that happening into that. All right.
Yes, sir.
All others acknowledgement, they are all well taken. But please do that. I think that will go a long way. I think about that. Okay.
I would really like to thank my both, not just my parents, father, mother, my husband, everyone who was associated with in my family. Because if I talk about my father, he has been always there with every query I had. Whenever I had an interaction with Rumna ma'am, I would go and discuss with my father also. He would give his feedback, and during the research writing process also, he was there. He shared with me some of the other theses which were there as to how I can write my research. And even this presentation, final presentation, he was there to guide me as to how you should go about it, how you should take it up, how you should speak, what you should say. As for my mother, she was there until I was in.
No, okay. No, I think, Richa, thank you. In fact, as a matter of fact, day before yesterday on your PPT, not on your thesis, I made a list of 12 points.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
One of the 12 points,
Yes, sir.
Today, I was happy to see that, most of them, excepting one title called the sample population.
Yes,
because
sir.
I don't like the term called a sample population. Because
Yes,
either there is a sample or there is a population, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me, is there a word called a sample population statistics?
No, sir.
Either it is a sample or it is a population. There is nothing like a sample population.
Yes, sir.
I think that was not corrected. Otherwise, all other 12 points were sort of taken care. Sort of, thank you so much. It's a great job. And now, I can, congratulate you, saying that, the external examiners, they have recommended that, you can be awarded PhD. After this, we have to go through some formalities. And that is, we have to sort of, get it approved by our academic council before the award comes to you. Otherwise, sort of take it from me. I think, it is well earned. It's not gifted away. It's a well earned PhD. Great job. Congratulations to you. And please, if your beloved husband is there, maybe you can congratulate him, or if he has gone to job, please congratulate him on our behalf. And maybe I think now we would like to congratulate both of your parents. Maybe if you can request both of your parents, if you can see them, we would like to congratulate them for giving all the support to you, sort of, before marriage and particularly after marriage. Okay, Dr. Hariharan, are you there, or
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm there, sir.
Yeah, okay. I think
I'm very much there.
so. In fact, we would like to congratulate, Dr. Hariharan,
Congratulations.
Mrs. Hariharan. So
Congratulations.
on this occasion, on this happy occasion, and both of you deserve congratulations, for all the efforts that you have put into that.
Thank you very much, sir.
Not at all. No, not at all. Always pleasure. Yeah.
I thank you, sir, and I thank both the examiners.
And both the examiners, in fact, they have exercised all the due diligence. In fact, as a matter of fact, some examiners ask me, like one of them is Dr. KBL Srivatsava from the Vinod Gupta School of Management, IIT Kharagpur. But the first time he asked me, is there a limit to the number of questions, that I can raise on the thesis? That time I told him, sir, sky's the limit. He said, Professor Rao, if I send you something like 5 pages of my kind of analysis of my examination on this, will you be happy? I said, sir, I'll be happier if you can put 10 pages. He did it. But the first thesis I sent to him, he sent his kind of critique, which is more than 10 pages. And that is what we respect, because I think we expect our examiners to go through thoroughly and do that. And today both the examiners have done it. It may not be 10 pages, but it is what is important, the quality of the question that is there. I think both of you have done a great job, and we are honored. Sort of Dr. Vajpayee and Dr. Mohanty, we are honored, by sort of you, both of you. I think that is something we are really delighted to hear that. And the way that we ask the questions, starting with the fundamentals, that Dr. Vajpayee, in fact, we have seen him. He starts with very simple questions, where are you living to, he sort of gradually he builds up into that. I think, that's how it has to be done. Dealing with, students, research scholars, I think that is the way it should work into that, And, so Dr. Mohanty has been kind enough, a lot of perspectives from the industry. Dr. Mohanty worked in the industry for a long time. So both of you are great, and thank you all very much, and really we appreciate that. Congratulations to all of you, and congratulations to the entire team.
Thank you, sir.
And I fail in my duty if I don't congratulate, Dr. Rumna Bhattacharya. That's why she left, She was angry with me. She walked out of the No, Dr. Rumna Bhattacharya and Dr. Vamsidhar, and both of them, our congratulations and thank you very much for that. So with this we close it into that. Thank you. No, because in fact, Rumna ji, sort of always, we pull the first one always into that. Thank you very much, and we'll get to that. Anything you want to say, Rumna ji? Last word.
Yes, sir, I want to thank you for your last moment suggestions.
Oh, thank you. Not at all.
The 12 points which you text me was really, which also did a lot of work in that.
Not at all. No, I was feeling guilty because already, Richa was feeling stressed, and you were feeling stressed. And not the least, Dr. Hariharan was feeling stressed. So I said, it's not fair on my part. I said that. But
No, sir, thank you very much.
Despite that,
other scholars also.
Despite that, Richa, one of some things it is important. Whatever work we do, ultimately presentation of that becomes equally important. We cannot afford to have spelling mistakes, grammatical mistakes. We cannot use wrong words, because doing the job for 3 years is different. But after that, spending that half an hour, 1 hour, 10 minutes, I think that is a lot more important. Because that is what to present it to all the open in very honestly. So that is important. Thank you very much. You have taken it in the right spirit. And I know a lot
Thank
of
you
people,
so much, sir.
yeah, a lot of people curse me and say that, oh, until the last minute you keep on preaching. But we have no choice. All right. So thank you very much, sir. All the best to you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Thank you.
Namaskar to all of you.
Thank you very much.